That's our transition. Welcome, one and all, to the UnRemarkables. I am Robbie Rolling. I'll be your GM for this evening, but that doesn't matter because we have an amazing cast here. Unfortunately, the splendid Ruby Hart is not going to be with us for today, but do not worry. We will have a full cast at some point very soon, I promise. So we are going to be introduced to our wonderful players. And of course, if you're new to the channel, first of all, hi, welcome. So glad to have you. But here on Roll for Chaos, we delight in chaos. So I'm going to just roll to see who's going to be introduced to y'all first. So now I can just do a d4, and that is going to be our lovely NB Dare.
I had a feeling. I could feel it in the universe. Hi, everyone. I'm Dare. Any and all pronouns, they, she, he, in that order. I'm going to be playing our lovely Leah, Legionnaire. This is just how she looks today because we're singularity now. She, her pronouns for Leah. And yeah, if you like me, check me out on Twitter and TikTok at NBDare, ENBYDARE. Throw it away now. Not my turn.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And next up, moving around, the biggest of these is...
Hello, I'm Big Bees. I'm going to keep this short because I'm sick and dying. And but Ty said if I didn't come on the show tonight that he would hurt me and my family. So I am forced.
He's just here so he don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah.
Hey, you have no proof of that.
No, I'm playing Ethan Edwards, Seismic. He, him for both me and him. He and I. I'm dying. I don't know. Yeah, love you. Yeah.
Great. Thank you very much. Moving on to
my God.
Yes?
I just realized the whole time I was trying to look at my camera and I was staring at my mic.
Nice.
So,
it's gonna be a fun episode.
This is gonna be a great
y'all. This is prime stuff. Moving on to the person who thankfully isn't looking on the floor because they did drop the die.
Oh, I was like, I don't have the stream pulled up because my monitors get a little cluttered. I'm like, is that an Adelaide short joke? Hello, everyone. I am JB, better known as Drop the Die on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, DMs Guild, everywhere. Tonight, I will be playing Armored Nuclear Gigaflop, also known as Sam. He is your Thickums soft boy with revised art from our fabulous artists, and I'm just happy to be here. All around. Sam doesn't care or know, doesn't even remember, so it's fine.
I was not prepared. Finally,
you should always be prepared for Thickum soft boys. They're everywhere.
No, listen, nope, I can't, I was not, and that's a personal failing. I have to work on myself, that's not on you. And last but never least, the person who, if they were playing a serial themed superhero, I might call Cheery, Adelaide.
That's me, I'm Adelaide Gardner, Adelaide on Twitter and everywhere else. I play Fantasia, our outsider, who is just here for the vibes, really. Some days she is a blue-skinned humanoid looking thing. Some days she's a carrot. You know, you never know.
Just never can quite tell.
Never know.
It's an enigma. Amazing. Thank you all so much. If this is your first time, again, welcome. We do have, as I'm sure you know by now, unless it's your first time on Twitch, in which case, hi, we have a lot to go through. There's channel points here, and you may use them however you like to help, hinder, spice things up, whatever you desire. It's all in that little thing, so stick around and you'll be able to help or do whatever you're feeling, whatever the vibe is. But with that, we're going to recap and hop into the next episode. We haven't quite decided. We're playing it by ear. Of the UnRemarkables. So last time, the party of mostly heroic people. It was a solid effort. It was a really good effort, and that is what we are going to give them. The group was taken to the principal's office. Luckily, the principal Ramba was insistent that they would not blow the group's cover on the third day of school, but made it maybe clear that the indiscretions were not appreciated by the group. After that, they all realized that their fifth member, Fantasia, the blue flying individual, was nowhere to be seen. And so going to such exotic locales as the local Kmart to find the extremely unique individual, the party eventually tracked her down. Meanwhile, Fantasia vibed in a test tube as she woke up having been kidnapped, fully just kidnapped, and put inside a kind of suspended fluid, and was being minorly experimented on, which turned from an
Minor
individual
torture. You're torturing
well,
us.
yeah, and through all of it, ended up having a somewhat positive social interaction, and to the point that when the party, after thoroughly confusing a local company, when they finally came upon the villain, and Fantasia ended up with the negotiation where they found out that this individual who's been creating this, not only these strange cobalt blue mechs, but also this strange serum that Umbra seems to think or says, and you all have seen, messes with people's powers, makes them go haywire, but also seems very interested in experimenting on Fantasia. Instead, just decided to help them find who hacked him and let him take a look at Sam and under the hood, so to speak, maybe. So we're going to get into that. So in true comic book fashion, we're going to open up right in the fun part. So Seismic, Fantasia, Legionnaire, and Umbra, although she's going to be taking a background role for now. You all, after some furious technobabble, following up on leads, have traced the signal of the intrusion onto this individual's computer. It took a lot of effort. Sam did supply probably a bit, if not a ton, of computer power, but as we'll see later, Sam was otherwise occupied. And
It was at least a gig of power.
Man,
Kill
I
me.
can't believe
Don't worry,
I've already
that joke
started
was
this.
not a flop. It's fine.
Oh, this is the kind of vibes. Yes, all right. We're people are either gonna love or hate this. No,
Can I put my
this is
2 weeks in 2 weeks ago?
So, all of you find, basically coming from a bit outside of like downtown, more towards kind of the dock side, a small little like residential set of condos, pretty unassuming place. So, however you want to be set up for the intrusion, you all have basically, I will say, a like program that's trying to like trace the exact like computer and maybe some kind of information. But at this point, you can like scope out the condo, bust yourselves in, however you feel like you would proceed. Like
Silence.
you know the signal came from this house, but you obviously don't have eyes inside of it, at least right now. So what do you all want to do?
So this hacker, is he a computer? Is he in the computer? I still don't understand this.
I'll
He
be
breaks
honest.
the computer.
Probably not. I say probably because, then maybe it's a rogue supervillain, but it might just be someone who's good with IT.
IT.
Yeah, no, like computer stuff.
Sweetened or
That's
unsweetened?
not my. Do you just have sweet tea?
Why don't you have sweet tea? Why wouldn't you always have sugar in your tea?
I mean,
That's the best part.
it
Sometimes I
depends
just
on
put sugar and water. I drink that.
defeated already.
I can't keep a straight face with this character.
Amazing. At this point, I will say you all, with the assistance of Umbra, I will say who kind of kept an eye on the tech. Not only do you now have like the IP address, you even have like a username from the computer that was used in the system. So you can see, first of all, the IP address leading directly to at this point can narrow it down to like the basement of like the house number, and you can see Buskmaster 69 displayed prominently.
Are we gonna go in loud, or do we want to just do we want to like scare them, or I can just do the big hero thing if we want.
If he is a bad guy, like you say he is, then we should. I mean, in the movies they go real quiet. Well,
Do any of us look quiet?
I could be very quiet. I could be nothing.
I don't want to test that. I just sort of walk up to the door. Is it like one of those outside basement sort of things? Where I can
No,
enter
it's like a condo, so just like a
Okay,
walk up,
okay,
and then you're
perfect.
assuming there's a staircase down into the basement.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, no, I think I'm not even gonna like have full superhero fit on yet. I think I'm just gonna be wearing like a big hoodie, to hide the like costume halfway.
Mhm.
Just sort of knock.
And after like a moment, you see, kind of looking a little confused, a like older Asian woman kind of opens the door, like, "Hi, can I help you?"
A
Do you-
friend of ours is in the basement.
Oh, were you Devin's friends?
Yeah.
Okay, Devin. What? You have friends here. What? I don't know. I haven't met them. You never bring anyone over. I know. Well, come up and greet them. I make a bow, and just like walks off. After a brief moment, walking up is Devin, the head of the AV club. Uh, hi. Uh, hi.
Hi. How's it going, Devin?
Good. I knew, like, looking at Ethan, I knew you wanted to join AV Club. How do you?
I'm not there.
You're not there. Oh, that's right, because you stayed.
Yeah,
You
I
stayed with.
behind.
I forgot it was
Cam.
only
Stayed
the
with-
two of us. Oh my god.
It is
That
three.
team.
Umbra
I'm
is
sorry, if
there.
that's the reason there
Kind
was
of. That's
such a
no.
quiet, like dead silence in the beginning.
I think
I
we
thought
did
everyone
forget.
remembered that I was not there.
I forgot.
Cool. All right. Yeah. Then, real quick, retcon. Devin
Cool,
is
cool,
like
cool.
slightly sweating, and like nervous and confused. Yeah. What? Hi.
Are you just exercising? You have a lot
To-
of water.
Totally. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We want to talk about that AV thing, right? Down the basement, real quick.
Y- y- Yes? Am I supposed to say? I feel like you're trying to. Yes. Like
Yeah.
keeps looking to you, Fantasia, for like social cues. Like,
I
do I?
Can you turn us into the computer?
What? Like
We said that.
a costume?
No, they said that you know how to computer.
like kind of like hacking
Why-
or like IT or anything like that, you know.
Why is she talking like a boomer?
Fantasia's just kind of like that. That's fine. But
Okay.
you
No,
know your
like-
way around the computer,
Can you
right?
teach me the Facebook?
Hey, do you know how to like search something on the internet? If you wanted to find something on the internet?
Yes, I could do that.
Okay. What's the internet, by the way? Just like,
I
do you
don't
know what
understand.
Okay.
Hey,
cool.
Devin.
Yeah.
Let's stop stalling, buddy.
What? Okay.
Come on, hacker man. Let's go. Let's go talk downstairs.
Yeah. So just imagine rows of LEDs, a nice big. If anyone knows about computers, it's not actually impressive, but there are enough fans and lights to make it look impressive, like computer on top of the desk.
Like aspiring Twitch streamer kind of setup
Oh,
thing.
100%.
Okay.
And just like the like two monitors, like making a V, and like the kind of like a gaming chair, like all the clearly used a bunch of affiliate links, all that good stuff. I don't. This is not a normal application to the AV Club. It's not. You don't even normally have to like apply. Mountain Dew.
Sure.
Yes.
Cool. And you see a small mini fridge open, and a literal rainbow of Mountain Dew stands before you. Flavor?
Regular's fine.
Toss. Grabs a Code Red himself.
Yes. Redwood.
Code Red, of course.
Amazing.
Over.
Good. Hey, good taste. Good taste. Okay, please. I'm so confused.
We were just maybe doing some searching about, let's say, would you know anything about anything like hacking, per se?
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I kind of almost have figured out this thing where I will be able to automatically forward emails, make everyone who emails me think they emailed someone different. So I'm just saying, it's pretty funny. I'm just saying.
It's funny.
Right? It's like they think they're emailing me, but then it's gonna be like, "Hi, I'm a software developer in Japan. Why did you email me this?" And then I'll just never get work emails. It'll be great.
I'm just fake laughing, but not like forcing it. Like that's just how she laughs.
Amazing. You see, he's got the Mountain Dew. He's making someone laugh. He's like,
I got it.
So yeah, I guess you could say I know the hacking.
Do I?
Impressed.
Is that the only project you're working on?
I mean, no, there's that's a personal thing. I've got like AV Club stuff going on and like hobbies, but I mean, listen, if you want to like code when I'm done, that's okay. Like, I get it. Didn't know word had spread. This is uncomfortable. I don't think you're normally supposed to like call that out, but this is just like a weird. This is weird. This is weird.
Wait, how did we find this guy? Like, for what reason did we find this guy?
This computer, like this address, is what got into your nice friend who gave you Coke Zero,
Right.
into the system, which and that hack in whoever and whatever it was is what caused the like attack disturbance at the school.
Okay.
All right. So, is there anyone else in your house who's like computer savvy?
Sorry, no. I mean, listen, my does just fine. If it's related to real estate, gonna do great. If you need, if you're selling a house or buying a house, she's great. But no, no, I'm kind of the family IT guy, not to brag.
All right. Do you know anything about what happened to the school, like the attack?
I heard that somebody, like, I don't know, like some people say somebody sneezed so hard they flew out of the school. Other people say that somebody threw someone else out of the school. I think it might have been I think what happened is a small piece of space debris fell in the gym and there's something weird going on with it, but they don't want us to know. Seems the most logical thing to me.
I'm gonna like lean over like in the back and like whisper to Gigaflop, like, is he talking about?
Gigaflop's not there.
Oh, Gigaflop's not there.
It's you.
Right.
It's you.
It's just me and
Legionnaire and
okay.
Umbra.
Me and Umbra.
Oh, and Umbra. Okay.
There's no one here with any tech savvy.
Jesus Christ! What are you doing?
We are
Okay.
head empty. We're doing our best.
I'm leaning over to Legionnaire and being like, does he mean me?
Umbra's like, no.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think he knows anything? Because he seems kind of dumb.
I
Like,
think
smart
he
but
is
dumb.
very cool.
But like, to the thing we're worried about, does he seem at all the type?
No.
He's either really dumb or really good at playing dumb.
Do you know how to make bombs?
What? No, I mean,
Do you like to hurt people?
what?
I googled things and it told me a list of questions to ask somebody if they are a bad person.
And you're
No?
asking me?
Well, if you wanted to do something to the school, then maybe you might also know how to do those. I don't know. Do you?
Okay. Sorry.
Did you
do
want to
pierce the
mess up the
mask.
school?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
While you do that, go ahead.
take
and
off the-
roll a No, Dare is rolling to pierce the mask.
Pierce the okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So go
gonna
ahead.
try
Pretty sure
to
that's
roll
mundane.
dice.
Yeah.
All right. I don't remember
You
what
sure
I
you
have.
didn't want to keep this kind of train rolling? No, please. Go
think
right.
I'm pretty sure I got my mundane shifted up one.
I'm pretty sure you did, and you have a +1 forward from the lovely audience. So
We end up
please,
only having like the least techie people.
I mean,
All right, so yeah, that's like an 8.
Y'all
Oh my
choice.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I can deal with another failure with all of this happening. Yeah, then I think I'm just gonna ask, what are you really planning, to see if there's anything more to this, or is he just kind of a
Is
dumb
he just
IT guy?
bullshitting it? Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you planning? I'm gonna go pretty short term. He's planning on hoping he can get Fantasia to join the AV club because is femme presenting and does not know how to handle that. and laughed at a single joke he made.
No.
Which is like
Oh, teenage
way more
boys.
validation. Yeah. No. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh God. I don't know how to experience this. I never got hit on in school.
But yeah, you don't see malice behind the mask
Okay.
of this individual
Hey, can I look
Legionnaire.
at your computer, Devin?
Oh, let me take you on a tour.
No. You can talk to Fantasia and Jamie. I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do like a quick specs check.
Oh, are you trying to build your own rig?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Why didn't you say so earlier? Oh my gosh. Okay, go ahead. Spec check. In fact, and like runs over to the computer quick and like pulls up. Here's some, test run, like limit testing. I mean, let me just say, the best stuff. I'm telling you. So go ahead. Try not to drool on the keyboard though. So it's gonna kind of sidle over to Fantasia. So, do you want to? So, you know the internet, which is cool. Like, do you know? Like, what do you use the internet? Do you just use it to search for stuff? Like, do you do?
I play League.
Oh, what's your main?
Say Timo.
I don't play League. I don't know anything about. I say Timo, I guess.
There's like the smile drops for just a second. It's kind of shakes. Cool. And we're gonna shift over. Why don't you roll? Why don't you roll to assess the situation, Legionnaire? Give yourself a +1, because Umbra, I'm sure, would normally do this, but Umbra's gonna just assist.
I'm googling this.
I'm glad we played chicken there.
Roll for disgust.
Adelaide.
Can I have one roll that is above a 6, please?
Okay.
No, because you suggested
Timo. So, what's your superior?
Oh God, what was it? I think it was 2.
Okay. Well,
yeah, it got shifted around a little too.
With 2 +1 from Umbra and your last +1 forward from the audience, that will actually get you to a 7.
Oh, thank you.
Just
I am not
seen
strong enough.
just barely.
Failure.
So it is a hit. So you get to ask me a single question.
What here is the biggest threat? And I guess I'm trying to find any sort of malicious coding or any malicious programs within the computer.
So the first thing you notice is not on the computer, kind of like with like some empty Mountain Dew bottles and empty chip bags and stuff. You see like there's a pretty clear aesthetic here, but there's like a very like sleek and not with a branded piece of like media on it thumb drive kind of thrown over to the side, and that immediately kind of looks off. Like this is not this doesn't have a single anime character on it. Like that doesn't make any sense. And then looking through, you can see that there is 100% like a piece of malware that he just fully does not know exists on this computer.
I think would be like safe to assume I have like maybe a flash drive or something there like that.
I mean, there's a thumb drive right there, but yeah.
Okay. So I'll use that as a junk drive to hold that.
And when you open it, you don't need to. You see it has the malware in it already. That's all that's on that flash drive.
Okay, perfect. Devin.
Yeah.
Hey, cool things. One, I love love the specs on this. It's cool. I will say I'm more of a fighting game guy myself, so I don't really more of a console kid.
I'm
Also,
telling
you
you,
have
you
super
can use
malware on your computer,
controllers.
bud. But that
What?
was cool. So
No.
to
Norton
have,
told me like I am
oh, you
clear.
trust Norton? Oh, honey.
Uh,
Mm.
well, it comes on the computer. Like that's how
Let me see. You
good.
trust McAfee too, don't you?
I mean, they're household names for a reason, right? I mean, uh, uh,
All right. Peace out, Napster, and the Fantasia, Jamie. Let's go. We'll see you at school.
Anyway, that's why I think you should play Tryndamere more. But take it easy. See you at AV Club.
Okay.
Great.
That sounds fun.
Great. And you all leave. What do you want to do next?
Probably call or text. Probably call or text Sam to let him know.
Jump cut. So
Before we cut,
please.
the screen goes black, and Gigaflop walks out into the middle of the frame and looks at the camera with his hands crossed and says, "Dear viewers, we here at Roll for Chaos suggest you do not trust Norton Antivirus nor McAfee. All things on this show are here for your entertainment value, but this is no laughing matter. Thank you." Turns.
Remember, the true villain is being lax on your cybersecurity.
Like to thank today's sponsor. No, I'm kidding.
NordVPN. Anyway, so yes, we're gonna cut over. So first thing I would like to know, Ethan, where and how do you want to be hiding so that you? Because I know your intention is probably to spy in, be able to at least hear, maybe see into what's going on. How are you gonna do that?
Well, we last left off, and Ethan was in the next room over when they were leaving, and so he kind of stayed behind and did what he did earlier, where he kind of like put his hand on the wall and kind of just sent out pulses to see if there were any spots he could kind of, you know, like false walls or false rooms that he could, you know, hide away in. But other than that, he's probably just going to find a corner to kind of just scrunch down into and hide, because he is not super stealth man.
Great. Well, what I will say is that as long as you'd feel like Ethan would not react in any way to make any like semi-significant noise or sound, you're gonna be good. I trust you, the player, to let me know if that happens. Cool. So
yes, seismic. Don't make any noise.
Yeah. Just stay really low profile, and we'll be good. Sam.
So what do I have to roll?
No, you don't have. I'm being friendly. You don't have to roll unless you would like to roll to try and get a full success.
I'm just saying that Ethan, bless his heart, isn't the most stealthy or unclumsy of boys. So he will do his best to not like make sound, but I can't guarantee he's like, oh, secret agent man, secret, you know, moving around corners and stuff. No, I'm pretty sure he's gonna knock into something.
Okay, great. Well, then I would just say, just hop on in, or I'll bring you in when the time feels appropriate. So, Sam, you again have agreed to stay behind with this individual, but did reach out to someone who is on their way. But in the meantime, this individual will kind of how do I ask this? Were you created?
Negative.
Ooh, terrific. How long have you been in this current condition?
1,441 days.
Ooh, splendid. Has it modified or changed in any way?
Considerably. These plates, I point at the plates, these big domed glass plates, formed 14 days after the change started.
Ooh. And have they continued to grow? Are they slowly encompassing more of your body until you become nothing but a carapace?
I don't think so. He kind
Interesting.
of squishily with his finger.
Okay. May I put a single drop of acid to see if it will melt the plate?
No, go ahead. Yeah, we do
Terrific.
acid all the time.
And we'll rush over and just fully squeeze a bit of what the audience knows is a very dangerous chemical, which should
Got
not
a
just
big
be
X
dropped
on the front.
Yeah, it's got like the big X. It's got like
Fluoric acid, highly corrosive.
A skull and crossbones.
yeah, the skull and crossbones, like the label, that you have to put on cigarette packs, like all of it, and it just like slides off like a beaded drop of water off of the plate and hits and like starts hissing on the ground. Incredible. And I'm assuming it's just as resistant to kinetic force. Ooh, interesting. Now-
Gigaflop's eyes are flat little lines of green, just answering these same questions over and over again, you know?
Yeah, interesting. Now, this softer part, can you feel that? Can you feel the carapace? Do you have nerve sensations?
Yes, everywhere.
So you felt...
Though I don't believe they're nerves. I think it's closer to synthetic wiring. I can tell that you're touching it, and like I'm touching my own giant chest. But I don't think it feels like most people would feel. I just know it's being touched.
Ah. Beyond interesting. Now, how do you have... I have to assume you can wirelessly connect to... Can you connect to any device? What are your limitations as a whole?
We
If any.
haven't tested that far yet.
Not gonna answer that question. And you see, walking through the door, we're gonna leave a question mark, but you see Bertrand, Jug, and the Dr. Jelk, and Dr. J, if you will, walking in very briskly. They are really, really trying hard to keep the last bits of brown hair on their head, and has let the beard and mustache go gray, but is like doing his damnedest to keep some hair on his head, and kind of very briskly walks in. Okay. Kind of just looks at you, Sam. Can you maybe explain what's going on here?
Sure. I try and cover the sound that like the little sound bar in the corner of the panel. Bloop.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm like screaming over it. We found this kidnapper who had taken one of our members and put her in a test tube. But it seems that someone hacked his systems to take control over one of his mechanized servants and used that servant to wreak havoc at the school, getting us all in trouble. In order to track down said IP address, I remained here with this kidnapper, and kidnapper's all in capitals like it's a word, like his name.
Yeah.
Kidnapper, so that he could run experiments on me and ask me questions in exchange for my friends not having to fight him today.
Just for the record, I wouldn't self-identify as a kidnapper. I'm at heart simply a researcher. That I feel like is a label I'm not. Okay, I think we've heard enough from you. So that's okay. So And has he done anything to you yet? The kidnapper?
I volunteered to allow some acid to be put on my carapace shells.
We know that's safe, but okay. Sam, I think we should go.
But I did make an agreement, and that was part of our agreement that I should stick to my agreements. There's the little lines around him, like you would put around a phone in a comic book, like he's vibrating. And then just in the top right corner of the frame, there's that little dotted neon outline if he's getting a text from Leah.
What is it? What does it say, Leah?
We found flash drive of malicious stuff. We did our best. Also, Devin's innocent. Probably.
Well, innocent of at least being a hacker.
Yeah.
There's a lot of crimes that kids committed. Mostly just
Crime of being
social.
a teenage boy.
Yeah.
No, not the AV Club, he says randomly out loud, unbidden by anyone.
Okay. Sir Kidnapper, you may ask 3 more questions, and then we are leaving. I would desire a larger amount of questions. That's great.
Okay.
At this point, the kidnapper will kind of like get kind of skittish, and without touching or moving anything, you can start to hear some of their servants start to like stand up and move around, like the mechanical whirring of such. Well, I would strongly suggest potentially some more time for study and inquiry. Well, I'm going to put it to you this way. Everything Sam sees, he can recall perfectly and download. So unless you want all of this sent anywhere, everywhere, then you get 3 questions so that Sam gets to complete his part of the deal, and then we're going to leave. How does that sound? All the robots stop. I think 3 questions is very fair.
Canceling upload to ViewTube.
Question the first. What, if anything, have you deduced is the most likely cause of your condition?
Sam's looking down at their hands. I don't think I know. Neither of my parents had powers. I guess I was on the internet a couple hours a day, and I liked the arcade. Maybe I overdid it. Maybe it's all my fault. Reminder to the viewers, I have insecure marked.
Woo! Question the second. How active and secure are your digital defenses? Is it an automatic response? Like full sweating at this point, looking around very, very nervously.
I've never had anyone try to hack. Well, I don't know. I've never had to deal with it. Maybe it is automatic. I can tell when someone's poking around, but it's like a breeze almost. I don't really have to worry about it.
Question the third. Would you be interested at all in furthering science with me voluntarily without maybe what has led to kidnapper being associated with me.
Parameter identified. That would be up to Dr. Jelkin here.
Yeah, sorry, friend. We're gonna hard pass. So we're gonna go. And I hope that you. No, we're just gonna work. Fam, I think it's time we go.
Gigaflop reaches into that pouch on his belly and pulls out some of the robot scrap that he tucked away and kind of holds it out in his giant hands and says, "These are impressive. If they weren't used for stealing people's DNA and kidnapping them, they would be quite wonderful." And he just kind of dumps it onto the ground. Good luck with your research.
Thank you. I have so much to study. Yes. And like before you've even finished that sentence, Dr. J cannot pull you out. They're not an unfit individual, but they cannot pull. There it is.
Ah, my toes!
So at this point, about 5 robots just like rush towards you all and like take a defensive posture. Who is? Wait. You wait. Why is? What? This is a trap. I'm being entrapped. You went back on the deal. I think. Yes. That was happening.
Gigaflop just kind of says, "Don't you think we came out ahead in this exchange? I think it's probably just my friend. They're always worried about me. Haha. Anyway, have a great day."
Please. Do not come back.
"Don't kidnap anyone again, and we'll leave the building standing." Waves.
I did not know that was on the table. Lucky. As the doors close, Dr. J is going to first of all look at you, Ethan. I don't think you two have ever met, but will like look at you. Are you okay? Can I lift your hand up?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I'm good.
Okay.
I just. Well, I was being still, doing a good job, and then you guys started talking lower and lower and lower, so I couldn't hear. So I was trying to get closer, but like the closer to the door didn't work. So then I looked up and I saw a vent, and I was like, "Oh, I can hear it better through the vent." So then I tried to like jump, and that didn't work. So then I started moving things over quietly, stealthily, because that's what I was doing. So then I started moving things over and climbing on top, and then I would jump to try and see if I could hear. Couldn't hear. I'd hear a little here, little bit there. It wasn't really much. Couldn't really understand exactly what was going on. So then I would get more and more and more, but then I piled it too high and I couldn't climb up. So then I had to pile stuff in like a stepping stair kind of method to get up to the part where I stacked everything. But then I still couldn't hear. So then I started stacking more and more so that I could get there. And then when I finally got to the top, I was able to hear you guys, but you guys are wrapping things up, I think. And I don't know exactly what happened, but I lost my balance and everything kind of just came. Yeah.
Shocking.
And when that page ends and it had Ethan in the corner talking with all the different bubbles showing diagrams what he's doing.
Yeah.
When you turn the page of the comic, we're at a different location. We're all the way back at the laboratory.
Yep.
Dr. J's.
Yeah. Well, we flip over and we then see like through Dr. J's eyes as there's like bang, 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 like the sound of like air ducts being hit and such. And yes, we are back at this. You see a small research laboratory, a robotics lab, and see this individual. Okay, so Ethan, good to know. Think, Sam, you didn't mention him. Is there a reason?
Oh, Ethan is the one I'm living with, Seismic.
Understood.
You know,
Okay.
Taps the
no
two
plan.
fingers. Trying to keep the hero life and the personal life separate hasn't really worked for Gigaflop. I think he's finally giving it up and just letting those be tied for all of the adults.
Okay. Well, good, I guess. I mean, you don't want to necessarily let everyone know. So what was that?
What?
Gigaflop and Ethan at the same time. What?
I
Just
think
another
that's
day on the job.
okay. So we're gonna talk for a little bit, okay? So first of all, that man is a criminal, right? It's a bad person. I'm assuming from context that they kidnapped one of your friends.
It's just so murky. When we
Mhm.
came to Fantasia's rescue, Fantasia seemed kind of willing to be there and partly wanted to be a carrot. We couldn't really figure out, and we tried to keep her DNA out of his hands, but then she
Did
was
you?
willing to give the DNA to him. Gigaflop
Classic
says,
Stockholm.
"We did," with a big thumbs up.
That's incredible news. Okay.
If it
Good
weren't
work.
so muddy and gray area, we would have just, and he does like a karate chop motion, just taken him down and went about our day.
So fun fact, there's not much of a gray area. Even if she was okay being there, I don't think she went there by choice, right? I don't know that.
Unclear.
Okay. Well, okay. I am going to need you both to roll influence while this is going on, because he is trying to impart life lessons, and that's how the game works. So
Right.
either you are going to just accept and your labels will get shifted, or you're going to roll and we'll see what happens.
I'll just accept. He's Dr. J, of
Yeah.
course.
Of course. Okay, great. So I need both of you to raise your superior, and I'm going to say go ahead and lower your danger. So let's just replace Fantasia with another person for a second. If you came in on someone in a test tube, even if they were looking kind of okay with it, and you had a hint that they might not have chosen to be there, what do you think your gut instinct would be to do? What do you think you should do?
Break the glass.
Save them.
Okay. Those are great instincts, you two. Yeah.
Offer to escort them to safety. We're just still like throwing out little different
Okay.
responses.
Yeah. Okay, you
Take out
don't
the
need
bad
to...
guy?
Great. Break the floor.
Less
No,
constructive.
that's too dangerous.
Yeah. Remember what we talked about, being constructive, right?
Oh.
Trying to not be destructive.
Sorry.
So
Small fire?
just so do you
Only
know
if
what
it's cold.
No, hey, reminder, that's arson. That's fully arson. Okay. That makes you also a criminal. Are we clear?
Oh, yeah.
We'll do better.
Okay, cool. You didn't start any fires there, did you?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
we learned from last time, and like the comics never fully showed it, but you turn the page and it's just like a collapsed building and helicopters spraying water on fires.
Yeah. Okay. I think you went and found your friend, which is a great start. I just, you know, it's just some good advice. Err on the side of the victim, not the, aggressor, and generally things will work out better.
Speaking of victims, Doctor, it seems that whoever hacked into the robot that attacked the school hacked into the AV club at our high school as well, and used their machines to do it.
Interesting. Well, this sounds like someone who is very keen on hiding a trail. Uh, I can try and do what I can to help, although we both know, to be quite honest, that you have more ability than I to maybe glean something from that. But I would caution uh, direct contact. There, we've never experienced you and malware to our knowledge. We don't know what that would look like or what that might do. And so until we maybe can do so in a more controlled fashion, or at least know more about what this could do, this individual or whatever, sounds like not a better idea. Okay?
Don't open any suspicious email. That's how it started.
Okay, great.
We
We
can
know not to
keep-
get phished, kind of.
We can keep the malware safe until you set up a test chamber for us.
Okay, that's better. Okay.
And I trust Ethan, and the big squishy fist kind of bumps into your shoulder, to take care of it if something happens to me, at least. He's very strong. And so is Leia. And Fantasia can be a carrot. I'm sure Fantasia can be many other very helpful things in that regard.
You think it's just vegetables? Or like maybe vegetables and
I'm
fruit?
sorry, are you saying vegetables aren't helpful?
You're not there.
We'll never know. Okay.
And in that panel, you see he's reaching into that little pouch on his belly as well, and he has his hand like half pulled out, and the next panel is actually showing the phone with that note, that weird note that Umbra left.
Yep.
He tucks it back into the pouch and says, "What did you want to talk to me about? You asked me to come and visit after school."
Yeah, Ethan, I think, first of all, it sounds like you and the rest of your group have some things to talk about, and would appreciate having some time alone with Sam, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I
Just
get you a ride to somewhere, or?
and he's just gonna kind of look at Sam, like,
Calling Uber.
okay, fine.
I got this, man. Dr. J's super, super helpful. Super trustworthy and would never do anything to harm or sell my data.
Yeah, I know you've talked about him plenty of times. In case something comes in and tries to attack both of you guys, I just want to be here to just watch, pop out, yeah, and kick, all those things, whatever we need. But I assume
Hey,
just.
do you know martial art? Have you taken any classes or training?
No.
Officially, no.
Is there an unofficial form of martial arts training you've gone through?
I have watched probably over 3,000 hours of kung fu movies.
My deadly venoms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am pretty good at that 1-inch punch. Just.
Okay.
I imagine you doing all of this to Gigaflop.
Yeah. Oh, all the time.
So,
what else am I going to practice on?
Just, I would focus on not that, unless you want to break your hands. if you would like to actually learn how to throw a punch, I can get you in touch with some people.
Oh, really? Yeah, please.
Okay. I will. I'll have Sam forward you some information when we're done talking. Okay.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
He
But
just
Sam
looks
puts
at
a
Sam. He
Sam
looks
puts
at
a
Sam and just goes,
Sam puts a friendly hand on your shoulder, and his gleaming LED eyes look down at you, and he says, "A Mazda Miata is pulling up, and Karen is your driver.
all right,
See you at home."
all right, I'll see you. Thanks, doctor.
okay.
I'll see you
After.
soon.
Yeah. So first of all, is there a place that you two, Fantasia and Leah, want to like meet up and have like the rest of the group kind of condense into? Are you two splitting up? What's the plan after y'all?
I mean, I unlocked a sanctuary.
Love it.
Want
So
to meet there?
great. So I'm sure an address gets sent over and Ethan is on his way. So we will get back to that in just a second. But this time, hey, the first thing I wanted to do is, I know it's only been 2 days since the first day of school, but how is it?
Well,
Who is this for?
Oh, this is the Sam. Sorry, this is the Dr. J.
I was making sure I didn't mistake something.
You're good.
Well,
You're good.
It's been all right. I didn't expect to be in the field as much as I have been. And like, is those weird superimposed half opacity panels showing all the crazy stuff that's happened in 3 days. It's starting to really get on me, and I think I said some hurtful things to everyone, really, but mostly to Legionnaire.
Okay.
I don't know. It felt like nothing can really hurt me out here. He's like poking himself again. But it's so hard sometimes inside. I forget people have so many feelings and that my words hurt so much. But when their heart rate elevated and I saw their pupils dilate, I knew I had said something to anger them. I didn't know what until I looked back on it. And then he'll actually and play it on one of the screens. So you just see like his point of view looking down at, "I'll never forgive you."
You'll see Dr. J actually turn it off like pretty quickly so that the whole scene doesn't play back. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. And I agree. You have been been in the thick of things a lot for 3 days, and if it was possible to avoid that, I would of course wish that. But I know this isn't all in your control. Sam, I really want to help you figure out what happened, okay? I know you want to know, we want to know so that we can figure out a way to help. But in the meantime, we have to face the reality that this is you for now, right? And I think one thing I want you to remember is to hold on. I know you could tell they were upset because the heart rate quickened and the pupils dilated. But do you think maybe a part of you just knew because you saw your friend? I don't know if that's what you think of them upset.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't monitoring heart rate and vitals until I said it and those systems cut on.
Okay.
I think that they did it because I knew I said something I shouldn't have.
There you go. Nobody's been able to really crack AI yet, but because we have no idea how to possibly. I mean, we can make complex programming, but we don't know how to actually create those instincts, those connections that create and disappear so quickly. Sam, you can. You did it. You are somehow the solution, and I have no idea how, and nobody in this entire world would know how. Just, I would say, try and hold on to the physical part of that, not the digital. Okay. There's nothing we can do about just like the whole the whole body. Just remember, what you look like doesn't change the fact that you're a person, you're a human being, and you have thoughts and feelings, and there's like everyone else. And it's not a bad thing to try and keep those to the forefront. Okay.
Okay.
I just obviously I can't imagine how difficult this is, and but you know the goal and the best case scenario is we will figure out what this is. We can I doing everything I can, and just when that happens, you're still going to be you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the person, not the machine.
Right.
I'm the person, not the machine.
Right. Okay.
Confirming Uber delivery.
Great. Good.
Oh,
Good.
Ethan made it.
Great. So keep that in mind, and I want you to actually roll to pierce the mask at this point, because I want to see how insightful is our friend Sam in this moment. It's a 7. What's your I believe it's mundane.
Mundane's a 0, so I don't know if I have a forward or anything, but 7.
Okay, very nice. So that's a hit, a mixed success. So that is going to be one question. You can ask something that's maybe a little deeper that Dr. J is holding back on.
Sure. What are you really planning? Like, what's the plan for me moving forward? What vibe do I get from Dr. J?
So Sam can tell that Dr. J is doing everything he can, and like at no point has doubted that he's going to help Sam. But Sam can see very clearly that Dr. J does not in his heart of hearts believe that he can fix this. He wants to really bad, but he doesn't think he can. And I have a few ideas. I'm gonna think of some exercises to help with that, and I think we're gonna focus on being more in control of when we dive into the digital, so that, for instance, you can control when you monitor heart rate and such. But you've had already a long week, and it's Wednesday, so I'm a doctor, but I'm not a medical doctor. But I'm just gonna pretend I am. You need some R&R. Go relax. See your friends. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks, Doc.
Take it easy. And Sam heads out. Cutting back, we have. Dare, I cannot wait for you to describe the pad, the sanctuary that the panel opens up on.
Beautiful. So I think first off, location wise, it's like carved into like a hill or something like that. That's like pretty well known within the city, like off near the outskirts.
Okay, a hill. It's a cliff. Okay,
Oh,
this is
no.
an island.
That's
It's a
even better.
full cliff.
Even better.
Yeah, great.
But yeah, it is carved into a cliff. It's like the location is well known. It's one of its downsides, but it's not something that people don't really worry about anymore because this has not been used in a while. But there's like sort of a big, almost like porthole to climb down into it from, if you can't fly. For any of the non-flyers out there. But yeah, inside, imagine just a perfect little gremlin gamer pad. There is snacks. There's a jukebox. There is a like not a TV but a projector on the wall. With like some older, by design, older consoles and like just essentially a console like repurposed just to have a bunch of fighting games on there only, and an arcade cabinet. There is a couple of like beds for like a makeshift infirmary. It has some light healing equipment, mostly a place to lay down if you need to. And then there are a couple of, you see some like mounted like weaponry on the walls, almost like mounted crossbows, because there are traps and stuff. But they're not active right now. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's her little home away from home, and she loves that home.
Great. I would love to know when we get the like nice wide panel of all four of you in this space, like what is each individual person doing? Whoever wants to go.
Fantasia has like a giant bowl of shrimp chips that she is eating with chopsticks because she's learning how to use chopsticks. And she is Googling up very random scenarios, like playing like the whole like Wikipedia, like 9 levels to Hitler or whatever it is, you know.
Yes.
Just reading Wikipedia pages, especially comics pages. She doesn't read the comics. She's reading the Wikipedia pages about comics. That may be an actual thing that Adelaide does because I'm autistic, literally.
Well, it's
So-
about $5,000 cheaper too.
Listen, okay, I get more information. It's all right there. But yeah, she's just like Googling like very weird shit that you probably shouldn't Google or you're going to be put on a list. But, you know.
Amazing. Okay, great. What are you doing, Leah? Like, this is your space. How do you?
She is maybe she maybe have like sped cleaned it up, knowing people are coming. Because now this is no longer just her place. This is for the team as well. So she's maybe hastily sort of like walking around a little bit just to make sure it is like clean, while trying to seem like she doesn't care. And then when she's finally done with that, there is a sort of terrible little baby's first bass guitar that she's just trying to learn a bass riff on, maybe the one from Final Fantasy III.
Perfect. Love that so much. Ethan?
Ethan is I mean, there's only really one thing Ethan would be doing, and that is going to every bookcase he can find, every piece of like anything sitting on a shelf, and he just goes up to it, looks around, pulls it. Nope. Moves on to the next thing. Looks around, pulls it. Nothing.
Just like waiting and just meticulously searching. Beautiful.
Every time somebody comes around, he's just like, "Oh, okay, it's cool, it's cool." And as soon as they leave,
I don't. I love that, and then I love the panel showing that I don't think this is a big enough space for that to actually work. We're just like everyone can still like we get the like drawing the eye lines like directly to Ethan, um, and then where is Sam? What do you think?
Gigaflop is standing next to the video game stuff, but he's throwing darts. So he's got these gargantuan fingers holding this dart and throwing it right because he keeps hearing those words, analog, not the digital, not the digital, not the digital. But he'll reach over and touch the system, and it'll like he's playing the game and pause. And I'll throw another dart, and periodically he'll just kind of reach over and touch it and like play it on super speed for a minute.
Yeah.
He's terrible at darts. They're everywhere. They're half in the floor. There's little holes in the wall. This is really hard. Yeah.
Like Ethan, you pull one book out, and then you hear like a thunk, and you're like, yes! And then you see the dart like right next to you.
Right next to the side of my head, just like,
Yeah.
yes,
Gigaflop's eyes are giant circles, and he's touching his fingers together. Yeah, sorry.
Can you like there are hospital beds here. I have not had to use them yet. Can we not? Like, do you have impenetrable skin, Ethan? Exactly. How about let's sit in game or something that feels less, whatever that was, destructive.
All right, hold on. I'll make the adjustment. 1%. Okay, let's play. I love video games.
I
Okay.
think a fire is in their eyes. Don't hold back for me. 110%.
Okay. 100%.
You get 100%ed, swept. Just you don't get a single hit in.
I have super speed. I don't want to get. I still think I get one hit in. That's all I need.
I'm
All I
gonna
need
make
is
you roll
one.
for it.
I will. Dice, if this is
Just
one time you want to work with me.
roll superior.
Like,
All right, with superior, that's in, I believe, an 8.
Okay. Within 8, you get a single hit.
That's
you get
all
a
I need.
single hit, and then it gets turned right into just like a KO.
That's fine. I
I
don't even think it takes the one round. I think it takes the entire night to get one hit.
and after it happens, Giga, like, his eyes are huge. And he's like, that was great. And he says, hopefully it's something that Ethan really wants. Hopefully I can get an actual controller that can fit my hands. And then maybe my input lag will help all of you play against me 100% more easily.
Let me see what I can do about getting one.
Because he's got the controller like in his palm. He's like touching his finger against it and just
The
using...
finger is the size of the controller, right? Like,
Yeah, he's just using like the electrical signal to play. And he's like, it's way faster than fingers, except for yours.
I'll see what I
Happy
can
hour.
do. She has a new project now. She needs to make sure you have a controller.
This is usually the hard part of masks for me. But Gigaflop says he puts the controller back where it's supposed to be in the little docking thing so that it displays next to the NES or whatever. And he says, earlier, when you pulled me away from that server, I think I said something that really hurt your feelings. And he's like, back is to you. It's not an excuse, but it's a reason. I don't think that it's all me when I'm interfacing like that. There's like some code in here or something. I don't know. It felt like, and he's trying like You can see the reflection in the cabinet of like his face and those lights that change color when he's thinking, and they're going crazy. I can't think of anything from before, but I don't know. It was bad. Like, oh, and he touches the screen and pulls up that video of the raccoon with the cotton candy. And he puts the cotton candy in the water and it disappears, and the raccoon looks so sad. That! I don't know how that felt for, but yeah. Sorry. And he is, I wish I could be, is one of his moves. And he's going to say, I know that it's good to be different, and it's good to have powers, and it's good to be a hero. I just wish that I could keep me at the forefront like you do. No matter what your powers are, you're you before the powers matter.
So this is going to be a roll to comfort or support someone with freak instead of mundane.
14.
Okay. So that's as good as you can really do. So if you hit, they hear you, they mark a potential clear addition or shift labels if they open up to you. On a 10 plus, you can also add a team to the pool or clear condition yourself. So I guess we'll mechanics it out first. So what do you want to, what is for yourself, JB, are you taking a condition off or adding a team to the pool?
I'll get rid of insecure since we had the R&R time.
And then I guess now, what does Leah say back to that?
I'll be honest, I like what you said didn't feel great, but I was more mad at myself for not thinking about what you may have needed when you were connected to that. So I actually wanted to say sorry, too. I don't know, I'm not great at working in a team quite yet. And I'm sorry too. I am used to working with my parents, and yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Also, I'm keeping an eye on this. Also, thank you for the team in the pool. So you all keep that in mind. You have some stuff for working together. I'm going to also helpfully try and trigger your team move here, JB, which is when you share a vulnerability or weakness with somebody, ask them if they think you're losing or gaining humanity, and then there's certain consequences for both answers. So,
oh god, I forgot about team moves.
So, Leah, do you think that Gigaflop Sam is gaining or losing?
Gaining.
Humanity? Great. So, go ahead and clear condition, which you already did, but shift mundane up and another label down here. All right.
Going to shift mundane up, and I'll do freak down, even though the gamer in me doesn't want to.
Oh, we love those kind of decisions. Anyway, another team in the pool. We love to hear it. Anyway, please don't let me interrupt.
No, I think we have that moment, and like the sorries are said, and then like the color on the panel changes, like that that weight has been lifted off, and he just goes, "Cool. Well, yeah, I suck at team stuff too, haha."
Yeah, I mean, we're here to learn for a reason, I guess. I will also say I think it's kind of cool how you and Ethan work so well together already.
Yeah, and like there's that 1,000-yard stare. It's kind of strict. Where we live. So working
Oh.
together is usually pretty good.
Same. This place is not just for the team to hang out. No, hey, if you ever need a place just to like chill for a few hours, even unrelated to superheroing, this place is open to you, to both of you.
Thanks. That means a lot.
Yeah, no,
No kung fu.
not kung fu, but I may or may not. And I think what you see is like just the comic panel quietly shows a wall of like gold medals in like Greco-Roman wrestling. No, but I can throw a person. Slightly, I know little judo, mostly just for countering stuff, but yeah, I can teach you how to choke a person.
Well, Dr. J said something earlier that really made me start to think. Seismic is already so strong, but he's never had anyone teach him anything like wushu, taekwondo, judo, jiu-jitsu, and he just lists off like 10 or 12 more, and like the text gets smaller and smaller, and then he catches himself. He's like, I wonder if having a teacher in that regard would really help him out with his superpower. But we can't do it at school because he's supposed to be on the down low.
Oh, you need to learn to fight. And a small like smirk like creeps across her face. I might. Do you know how?
Hold on. Yes,
Perfect.
I do now.
What is Fantasia still eating shrimp chips?
No, I think she is listening into this conversation, and in the background of the panel, you just see her like practicing like her like one-handed like pose.
I was
I
gonna
don't know,
say, please,
kung fu.
can we just see her feet at the top of the panel, like you're flying doing kung fu moves?
Just
Listen, she Googled it and it's called a flying crane kick. Okay?
exactly. So you gotta fly when you do it. Clearly, checks out.
I turn around just to sort of catch that happening. Do you know how to fight, Fantasia? Like
Oh yes.
throw a punch?
Mhm.
Really?
Mhm.
That later. All right, then I guess classes in
With my
session.
mind.
Did you say that out loud?
Yes.
But do you know how to like? And I have, like, this is her sanctuary. She like demonstrates by just like grabbing like a full on like punching bag and just like slamming it. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah. And she is gonna go over there. It's not a very like as tough punch, but it's very like it's like a swift kind of boxer thing. And she'll give a few good whacks.
Perfect. Do you want to help me teach Ethan then?
We get to beat Ethan up.
No. We get to teach Ethan self-defense.
Hey
Totally
Ethan!
different.
Only if he wants to.
Of course.
Has the worried eyes on.
You guys call Ethan, and where you think he is, you don't see him, and you're and you see him over by another bookcase, and he's got the hands on two things, and he's pulling them like, what?
Come over here so we can beat you up.
I thought you were gonna say he's somewhere in a secret location. Just force it into happening.
400
Into the secret
away.
location.
Well, we'll do this.
Cut.
Is there any secret location that he could have pulled a book or something to find?
Like in my head, no, but I really want you to have this win.
Okay.
Let me
So-
roll.
It's not
hey,
built. It's
Okay.
just
I've got
empty.
you.
What's up,
Got
Rob?
you. So, you are searching.
Mm-hmm.
You, in your soul, you know that there is a secret
100%.
in here.
This wouldn't be a superhero like lair if it there wasn't something like that.
And you go, and there's a part of the room that maybe when things were being brought over wasn't like, it was kind of the last priority thing. And you like start pulling books, and it's just like normal ass books, and it's like, and then you accidentally hit like a poster, and it falls over onto the ground, and behind it, the wall has like, kind of looks like the rest, but it has just like a little bit of like an indent, as if like there's some kind of panel or something there. And you study it closely, get closer and closer, and then you start poking at the edges. You feel it wiggle, it jostles. You slowly peel back the panel to reveal a crawl space, and that's where we're going to take our break. Thank you, everyone.
The panel, it opens up and it's just a poster of "You lost the game."
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for this wonderful episode of the Unremarkables. We will be back in just a little bit. Get up, get some water, stretch your legs. Hopefully, we will have more exciting things than a crawl space. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day. We've transitioned. Welcome back to the Unremarkables. It's so good to have you here. So excited. We are going to have so much fun. Last we left off, if you are just joining us, welcome. The group found Devin, the head of the AV club, is, first of all, not great at the computers, as he might suggest, and in fact, was the vector for the attack at the school, but also is really, really confident for someone who is everything he is. We also met Dr. J, the individual trying desperately to help Sam with whatever has happened and what is going to go forward here. And we're in the Sanctum, which is basically, in my head, it's just like a nice little apartment in a cliff. It was like a superhero lair, but now I just can't see it as anything other just like an apartment, just like cozy vibes, consoles, and then like a crawl space. So we're gonna pick back up with everyone was having pretty much everyone was having a conversation about martial arts and the importance of learning self-defense, and turned to Ethan to see You are about, like waist deep into this crawl space, trying to army crawl your way deeper, Ethan, when you hear your name like from outside of it.
And they're like, yeah, Ethan, where is he? And they find out where I am because I hear my name and you hear
I speed over there. Oh, what were you doing? What?
Exploring?
It's a hole in a cave.
Yeah. Where does it go? Do you know?
It should just be like one. It's kind of like a bunker almost. Like it's meant as like a place to consolidate and plan.
Have
not
you ever been in here?
spelunking.
Have you ever been in here?
I didn't know I didn't know this crawl space existed. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna do some exploring, and if something tries to murder me, I'll scream. You should come in here too.
Yes, let's go.
No, not you. You want to beat me up? I heard that.
No, we're teaching you to fight.
It was combat
Like, beating
training.
me up?
No, sparring.
Okay.
If I wanted to kill you, I probably could.
You see him scoot a little more into the
Just army crawling as fast as possible.
That's not what heroes say.
Just like a little, like a thought bubble, like the flashback of a giant shattered glass everywhere in the test tube thing.
Yeah. So now, Fantasia, you have the ability to be really whatever form you want that can totally see in the dark. Seismic, you have many different capabilities, but seeing in the dark in a crawl space is not one of them. To my knowledge, at least.
Well, he is perfectly adept at seeing in the dark. Now, knowing what he's seeing and making out any distinctions and being able to navigate, those are completely out of his wheelhouse.
Totally.
But he can completely see the dark. So hopefully that helps.
Okay. So we're just going to see how much dumb luck you have on your side. So just roll me 2d6, no pluses, no nothing. And if someone's following behind who might be able to assist and they have a reason to do so, we can get into that. But otherwise, we're just going to see where the dice fall.
This is going to be easy. I see everything.
Great.
I'm going to wait till
Eagle
the
eye.
dice go,
Go.
but I've got an idea.
Great.
A 7? I didn't
Okay.
fail.
It's not a full failure.
Oh, that's not going to help.
Well,
But
the one
I can
forward
use
is
it
not
to
for
get
this roll, and also, so I
Okay.
won't make you spend the forward because also it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
So here's what I will say: I'm Fantasia. You are following.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm going to the creepy cave. Hell yeah.
As what?
So I'm going as myself.
Okay.
But I'm gonna see how far I can push this radical shape-shifting.
Okay.
She watches a lot of. I'm assuming. You know what? I'm gonna say like she might even just like stay in this bunker. She doesn't really have anywhere to go, like in this little safe house kind of thing.
Sure.
She don't have a family here. And she just watches a lot of movies. So as you going down the tunnel, Fantasia will like tap you on the back, and as you turn your head to look at her, it's just a little pop of light, and what falls on the floor is a pair of what seems to be some very strange and differently colored goggles.
He's going to like shimmy his arm back to get to them.
Hey, put me on. Put me
The goggles say.
on. The goggles.
Yeah, as goggles usually do. So he's going to
You decide if they work or not. I'm kind of hoping they don't.
So I I need you to roll to unleash your powers.
I can absolutely
Fantasia.
do that.
I love this though. I have to say, as a GM, this is you.
Why
This
not?
Is
I'm hoping for low numbers.
Oh man,
yeah.
can
Would that
Fantasia turn into
be-
anything but a beast?
This is radical shapeshifting. Okay, listen, I'm doing some weird ass shit in this campaign.
This is radical. I gotta give it to you.
What would that be?
So 2d6, everything's going to be 2d6, and
Okay.
then for unleashing your powers, that is your freak. So
Freak. Okay, yeah, you got it. So plus
and
2.
then if we look at our handy overlay, you do also have a 1 forward, so we're going to add an
A
additional
6.
So that'll take it up to a 7
Okay.
because you have a +2 freak is what I mean.
Yep.
Great. So you do just barely hit, but it's not a full success. So there's a couple of different ways that this can go, but I think I know the way that I want it to go. So you put the goggles on, and you just like see what's ahead of you, but in the light. And Adelaide, you tell me whether it's like a conscious thing or not, that you are like mentally just replacing what Seismic is seeing with what you can see
Yes.
in this moment.
Yes, but it's slightly off. It's like kind of uncanny valley.
Mhm.
So
Seismic, you don't know this, but you're currently blind. Your like optical nerves are being overridden right now by these goggles.
This is amazing.
And like it's like you're playing a video game that's just like just enough too new for your computer. So like every so often there's like a stutter and like certain things look off, but you can see like it's bright as day.
God, you are amazing. Wow. Oh man.
So I just want to point out, so Adelaide shrugged and stuff, so the goggles shift on your face in a kind of waggly motion.
I gotta get used to that.
Okay, great. So I'm gonna say at this point, so you reach what looks to be the end of this crawl space. It looks to be like there's a couple like electrical things, like you see a couple wires, and there's like one pipe leading out and like to the end of this little crawl space. But to first glance, there's nothing really going on in this crawl space here at the end of it.
Not like anything's really special about this little crawl. Wait. He starts feeling around the walls.
Yeah, I think I'll allow that to be a assess the situation here. So go ahead and roll plus your superior, and you do have a +1 from the lovely audience.
Okay, so let's hope my superior is good. Wait, where the hell is? Oh, here we go. Okay, superior is. So that's a 6. So
Okay.
I get some experience.
I was just gonna say, congrats. You do grab a pipe that is piping hot water, though, and so we just get like Home Alone style, like "Aye!" like pain coming from the crawl space. You other two, and I'm gonna say, Fantasia, you also feel that. Like you also feel the pain through the connection.
What's happening in there?
I do not know.
It burns. I grabbed something. It was hot.
I pull up my phone and I turn on the flashlight and I go in after it.
So 2 people entered. You see one person. You see Ethan wearing bluish, weirdish looking goggles.
Where's
With
Fantasia?
On my face.
Okay.
guys.
Hi.
No, stop moving.
The rest of the episode could just go off that one line. Okay.
Do you not have a phone?
It's on my face.
Like, I have a phone. I can just show. I like just try to go around them enough to showcase like see if there's anything there notable.
Yeah. Go ahead and also roll assess the situation, please.
Oh my. Thank you. Thank you. The universe decided to give me something today. I haven't failed today, but I've been fighting for my life every time.
You had to say it. You had to say it.
Superior. Okay.
Mhm.
What is my superior? 2.
Okay. So with your additional +1,
9.
that's going to be a full 10, a full success.
I think that's the first time I've done that.
So I'm going to basically take the first question to say, as you are like looking around, you can see that like tracing all the like different like wires and utilities, there's fully like one section of pipe that is not like, it's fully not connected to anything. Like that piece of piping should not be there. And then you can either ask more questions before or after you mess with the piping, because I'm nice.
I might just put a finger against it real quick to see if it gives off anything.
It doesn't give off any energy, but it sounds hollow. Like when you finger taps it, it doesn't sound like there's nothing in it. Nothing running through it.
And is it just sort of a loose one? Does it look like it could potentially be a lever or something?
Yeah, it looks like it's attached fully into this stone, but it's just not doing anything.
I might grab it and then just sort of like wiggle it around a little bit to see if it moves in any direction.
Yeah, I think Leah, sometimes you forget how strong you are as you just you like wiggle it, and like this little like the end of the tunnel, that whole end like that, the whole like wall of it shakes as but not because you are shaking the whole cliff. You realize this is like a block. Like this is like a block of like cement with a handle on it.
Ethan, do you want to like step back a little bit, buddy?
Yep.
Perfect. And then I just like actually try to move it and see what goes.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I know I'm not good at freak.
You do have one last +1 from the wonderful audience, though, so you got that going for you.
You can also spin team selfishly.
You can, and up that freak.
Yeah.
And we have 2 team in the pool. We would have more if we were in some kind of dangerous situation, but we're not there yet, at least.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I'm just gonna take that XP.
Okay, great. So you can push or pull it, but it's like painfully slow, and you don't really know what you're supposed to be doing with this.
I'm gonna use one of my other questions then and say what here is most vulnerable to me. See if there's any part that is in particular weak or would give way, like in a productive way.
I mean, you don't know how like deep this is, but at this point, it might be easier to try and break the concrete than move it, because this to you seems like it's supposed to be like a trial of strength in some way.
And then I think I have one more question.
You sure do.
I'm gonna say what here's in the greatest danger, just to make sure that this thing will not collapse on any of my friends. If I were to pull an
yeah, as long as you didn't do anything that disturbed the structural integrity of the entire cliff, you think you'll be good. This was made with your legacy in mind.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll just try to like break through it then.
great. Honestly, that doesn't really feel like a stretch for Leah's powers at all. So you just what? Tell me what this looks like.
I think like trying it a few times and not giving or moving a little slow frustrated her. So I think she just manifests a shield and just runs through the wall,
Just
Kool-Aid Man style.
yeah, and there's now just a pile of rubble and fake piping and such behind Leah as you barge through. Can you see in the dark, do you think?
I have my phone.
Okay, great. Just the phone light illuminates just enough, like you can see that you're at like the top of a pretty tall stone staircase in like a circular chamber, but you can't but like that's just the initial impression you get just from that. The two of you behind here, what are you doing after you see just a bull rush through this wall?
Slowly following.
Okay, cool.
I think without thinking, I kind of once Leia whipped out the light, I kind of just pulled the goggles up here. So
Okay, so I need.
am I still blind then?
I need Fantasia to roll to unleash her powers again.
All right, let's.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And a 9.
Okay, so all that happens is that your field of view moves upwards.
Oh.
Did you fall down? Are you okay?
You hear
Was you
as a
taking a nap?
father, I've learned this sound very well. You hear the slow but gradually increasing inhale of someone about to freak out. So you just hear
Okay.
Everyone in the sanctuary hears this. It is not
yeah.
subtle in any
Oh
way.
yeah. No. He inhales the max capacity that his lungs can hold and just screams. Just
Ethan, hey,
That
buddy.
panel shows Gigaflop at this hole, and then just the noise coming out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the next panel is there's a second voice screaming because Fantasia doesn't know what's going on. Somebody's screaming, so she starts screaming too.
There's
So
orange letters and blue letters.
orange and blue letters just like in tandem.
No.
this space
We
is,
can
is big enough for me to stand up in, right?
like hunched over, I'll say.
Okay, so then he is hunched over, running back and forth, screaming because he doesn't know what just happened. He just moved. As far as he knows, he's just pulled his eyes higher up on his head.
Uh-huh.
Ethan, buddy, hey, hey, what's going on?
I pulled my eyes out. I pulled my eyes out.
Contacting 911.
Does this have anything to do with the
Am I
goggles on your
bleeding?
head?
I can't see if I'm bleeding.
You're fine. You look fine. You look okay. The goggles are on your forehead. Does that have Fantasia? What's happening?
He sees the ceiling.
And just like slightly adjust them down. Does that help?
You're seeing out of your eyes normally.
I don't want to be in here anymore.
I was gonna see if you would be willing to maybe help excavate this a little bit and make it more walkable.
We're gonna quickly cut. 911, what's your emergency?
I'm not sure.
Okay, where are you?
I'm also not sure. He's not screaming anymore. I think this is fine. Thank you so much.
No, sir. Where? Okay.
Canceling 911.
Cool.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
One long
just quit their
scream.
job. No.
One long scream is just for you. 2 screams, 2 short screams is you need help.
I'm
Okay.
just testing it out.
Ethan, would you? I have a job that maybe you could do that you can stay inside in the bigger area.
Oh, okay.
Could you
He's
use
like,
your
I
powers
can
and just
open
make
this
a
up.
big door? Yeah, a tunnel.
You see him because he's still freaking out, so he's not
Oh,
thinking
no.
straight. So you see him put his hands towards the ceiling. Are you gonna stop him? Because
Yeah. Hey, buddy, take a fiver.
what?
Take a fiver. A few minutes. Make sure you're okay first. Look around you. Look at the wall. Look at the floor. Just focus on one thing, and then start focusing on stuff around you slowly.
Ethan, when you
Okay.
try and focus on something, your like eyes won't focus on like you are looking around, but like you don't know this. You don't have control over what you focus on. So like it's not like the thing where every now and then like the rest of it kind of becomes blurry. It's just all the same as you look
Yeah.
as you like
So
turn your
I'm so she'll notice that his breathing starts calming down, and then he starts hyperventilating out of nowhere, because as he's looking around, he notices that it's not like focusing the way he wants, but he also notices that as he looks to the left but then like moves his eyes up, his vision doesn't change. It still keeps looking forward, and so he's like my eyes, no, and then like not even 2 seconds, I would say like 0.2 seconds flat, he is just curled up in an ass ball, rocking back and forth, hyperventilating.
This is what makes mixed successes, y'all. Thank you very much.
Fantasia?
I can't close my eyes.
Maybe the goggles time is over.
Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. It's like liquid is running down your face as the goggles just kind of like disincorporate, and I'll reform it in myself.
Yeah, he just goes catatonic at that moment.
Yeah. And like there's a moment where like as soon as the goggles come off, like everything goes dark, and then everything becomes like a little bit lighter a little after, and you realize that right when the goggles came off you weren't seeing, and then your vision came back and now you're just not seeing because it's dark.
Yeah, he's not even processing that at this point. He is just he doesn't know what's going on. He's as good as dead as far as he knows. He's just
Are you afraid of the dark?
no, I'm afraid of my eyes not working and being blind, but you blinded me.
Technically, I unblinded you.
He's just gonna sit there and just.
You'll be right.
I found a secret tunnel, or a secret thing in here. By the way,
A secret tunnel in the secret tunnel.
A secret staircase.
Leah, you get a text message from Gigaflop that is just absolutely covered in emojis as normal, because he can do like the ASCII stuff. But after the emojis, it says, "Do something that Ethan could do better in front of him without asking him to do it. Hashtag life hacks. Hashtag the best. Hashtag best friend."
Do something Ethan could do. I like mutter that, and it just like
Fun game for Leah.
I just like grab my shield and just start carving the tunnel out by throwing it, essentially, because that feels like the way she would do that.
So what I'm gonna say is go ahead and roll to comfort someone, and I would say, JB, would you like to spend a team from the pool to add +1 for that?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So we're at 1 team in the pool. What do we get here for you, Leah?
Oh, like this dice roller.
What's your mundane?
My mundane's like 1. It's +1.
Oh,
It hates me so much. I don't think it's
You have
ever
a
rolled.
forward
you have a forward.
5
and a +1 from the team, so that's a 6.
6.
6. Take potential. So whether or not you even hear this or know this is totally up to you, Bees. I think you just go ahead and just grab yourself that afraid condition and hold on to that. Hold on to that tight.
Oh yeah. Not letting that go.
I don't ask to suffer.
You don't have to.
Ethan.exe has stopped working.
Can I
Please.
just can I get a 2-for-1 special?
Please. I love a good deal. What's up?
No, I just not only terrified, I would say that this is probably a great opportunity to feel hopeless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I can't argue against you taking extra conditions if that's what you feel like where you're at. So please.
True to form, it is our friends who are our worst enemies.
Okay. So, Leah, are you going to legitimately now just carve the tunnel out with your shield, or when Ethan doesn't respond, are you going to stop?
I stop. Oh God, Jamie's a lot better at this. If you need me, I'm gonna go make sure there's nothing bad down in the secret staircase. It's at the end of this. I feel like I'm getting in the way a little, and she walks through the thing.
Cool. Fantasia, are you just vibing in the chaos you've created, or?
I think after, because I didn't get the message from
No.
from Giga. So I think she's going to see.
Very, very quickly, do you have a phone? Because I thought that's why
Yeah,
Gigaflop never messaged you.
I
Yeah.
don't think I do yet. I
Yeah.
don't. I think probably what I think probably is happening is the group is like, maybe not yet.
Well, but also I think because these are all people that grew up in the digital age, today was the moment where they all realized they have no way to contact you in any kind of emergency.
Yeah. Like before it was for her safety. It was just like, let's not just give her just access to the internet like that. Because she'll just rack up, international phone bills. Calling, I don't know, China or something. But no, she sees her whacking the wall with the shield, and it's like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. And I am going to send out some mind blasts at the wall as well. Just crack away at the stone.
Unleash your powers.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm so excited.
We might bring this whole thing down on top of us in 8.
In 8. So it's a mixed success.
Okay.
So you're gonna succeed, but basically it's either unstable or temporary. So because this is not a high stakes situation, I will let you choose if it's unstable or temporary, and then we'll take it from there.
Unstable or temporary?
Yeah.
Pertaining to.
So the effect. So you are trying to carve out this tunnel, and on a mixed success, the effect of carving out the tunnel is either unstable or temporary.
I think the only thing it could be is unstable. I don't think you can temporarily
Yeah.
carve out stone.
It makes sense to me. So, yeah, as you are as you like throw the shield for the last time, you're like, this is pointless. The tunnel is like, how big do you want to make it?
Not very big. I think it's like so the shield is chipping away at it pretty much, I'm assuming. So we're not gonna make like a huge catastrophic effect because I still understand physics. Don't want to do that. So like we're gonna say like Leah's damage times like 3, 2.5, 3.
Okay, so just like enough room to stand up.
And big enough where people are like, oh shit, you know, but not like
Not big enough for big, still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Great. Boom. It is non 8-foot tall mechanoid transformed sized tunnel. Leo, you wanted to go into the chamber? Oh, sorry, Beast, please. What's Ethan up to when as the world shifts around him too?
Oh my god. I guess I'm gonna roll to see if I even notice it.
Because
he's
I mean,
still
honestly,
processing-
with those two, honestly, probably not. So
Yeah.
if you just are you still just you were just processing? Yeah.
Yeah. Just
no
the
problem.
whole event of
Yeah.
your eyes not doing what you expect them to do, or even not even that, but like trying to make them do things and then not doing it, and then moving your eyes around on your head is that kind of he didn't sign up for that. Nope.
Yeah, for sure. That makes a lot of sense to me. So then, Leah, we're going into the secret chamber. Yeah.
Yep. I would ask if anyone wants to come with. It's a little dark in there, but I have my phone light. I don't really have flashlights here.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm not scared. Let's go.
Okay.
I will hold Ethan's hand. I'll reach up my hand to Ethan to like take his hand if he wants to go, because he's feeling a little scared.
Does Ethan grab the hand?
The Ethan you were trying to reach is not there right now. Please message it to me. He is literally like just curled up, just like
Okay, and just keep walking.
Okay. So you get to the edge of the much taller tunnel now. So honestly, I'm pretty comfortable if you say that Fantasia can see in the dark, that Fantasia can see in the dark. I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Like, I don't think
Yeah.
like her eyes necessarily. I don't think she has vision like typical people have.
In the way
vision.
that we think of it. Yeah.
Right. I haven't decided what that would look like, but
Right. But it's not like
very different, yeah.
eyeballs taking light and send it to our brain. Not that's so last year.
Right.
Great. So what Fantasia sees for the full chamber, so a massive round chamber, the floor of which you can see a slight rounded top, and it has a similar design to what is on Leah's shield, just carved, just like extremely delicately on the floor of this chamber. You can see there are little alcoves, like maybe about the size of a toaster, kind of evenly spaced on a couple different tiers of this chamber as well. Nothing seemingly in them. And then taking up the only real big thing of note, other than the floor and alcoves, is directly opposite on the ground level of this room is a massive circular door with a kind of also similar design with a at the very center, where like a pommel would be on a shield, is like some kind of like panel with a handprint.
Possibly.
Handprint meaning like an imprint in the door, or like someone's
So
handprint?
you know those things where you put your hand in concrete and you let it dry and then you put it out on the lawn, and so it's
Oh,
like a
yeah,
concrete handprint, like that, right? So like
Huh.
almost like a stone version of like a hand scanner. Think of it almost in like the center of this massive stone door.
I'll aim for it. I'll see if it works.
Yeah. So Leah, you can see that after a little bit of scanning down. So do you want? There is a staircase that kind of gets to the very edge of the shield, so to speak. Or do you want to just fly down there? How, do you want to just saunter over? What's the
I mean,
plan?
we can both fly. Might as well fly.
Cool.
It's not rude when two people can fly.
As you pass the threshold of the shield, the very instant one of these alcoves lights up with a golden light, and like it's almost as if for like every inch you come forward, another. How well do you know your family history, would you say?
I probably have heard it a million times, so I know it.
You know that there is a light for every member of the legacy that lights up by the time you are at that door, -1.
How recent the light sequence was that? Was that one that didn't light up?
I mean, they just kept lighting up until you got to the door, but
Okay.
where you would expect the last one to, which just didn't. There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason to like the placement of the light, though. They just like randomly lighting up, and then again, massive stone door, handprint.
That maybe that's not me. Let's hope that's not me. I put my hand on the handprint.
Yeah. Set your hand down, feeling the cold stone on your hand, and first of all, your hand just like kind of have to like shift a little bit, like it's not your handprint, right? So it's like you kind of like it's someone's hands who are probably maybe a bit bigger than yours, and not the right same proportions to it, and kind of just like a little bit awkward, right, as putting your hand into somebody else's handprint would be, and kind of just like nothing happens.
I like try to like maybe press my hand down into it enough so maybe like my fingertips can almost reach the edge.
Yeah, and like you get like one fingertip in and another slips out, and then you like try and get that one in, and by that time like you've twisted your hand so like you're not quite all in. It just fully is not your handprint.
Fantasia, do you want to see if this will work for you? Like, here's my hand so you can copy my fingerprints, I guess. Can you do that?
I don't know. I've never tried. I've never tried to be another person.
Oh, you just need to be my hand. You don't need to be all of me. That's fine.
Well, that would okay. She is going to try to like she's like gonna look at her hand like real hard and look at Leah's hand real hard, like hold it up, like she's gonna grab Leah's wrist and like hold it and compare the two hands and try and morph her hand into Leah's.
Okay, Leah's not the handprint.
It's the
Well, so again, the door at the center of it has like the indent of somebody's handprint. And it's
like
not
somebody's larger. Okay, I see what
Yeah.
you're saying. Okay. I was like, why doesn't Leah just put her hand up? Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I can. We'll put my hand in there and then just grow out my fingers.
Okay. As you put your hand in it and your hand grows into the handprint, there's gonna all of the glowing lights are going to like flash brightly, and we're gonna use that to cut over to Sam.
So the panel shows Sam is leaned up against. You said there was a pool table in here, or something like that, Leah.
There's definitely a jukebox. There can be a pool table. That's fine.
Pool
down.
scene.
Yeah, so I was just leaning against the jukebox. That's fine. And it's dwarfed under Gigaflop's gigantic, hunched, kind of flabby frame. But he has Umbra's phone in his hand with that weird note that Umbra left. And he keeps reading the note over and over, and he has no idea what it's talking about. But he slides the note back into his little pouch, and the phone is in his palm, and he bing, charges it so that it's back up to full. But it wasn't dead.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of makes him uncomfortable that Umbra just straight up lied to them about her phone being dead.
Also, you try and put electricity into it, and nothing happens. And I'm assuming you just kind of try more things, and after just a little bit, you kind of just vibrate it a bit, like somebody walking around levels, and it's slowly and steadily recharges.
So he dig it.
Yeah. Yeah, and it just charges up.
Curious, he says, and he turns it over a little bit. She also said that she couldn't call on it. So he will flip it over so the screen is face down into his palm.
Yep.
And touch the back of the phone and see if he can figure out why she can't make a call on it.
Well, that sounds like a great time to try and assess this situation, doesn't it?
What? I can never find these. I feel like I'm so blind when I'm looking at. There it is. Because it's not in alphabetical order. Because that's how you do things. Sure.
So plus superior.
We're going to assess with his plus superior. His superior is a 1. That will bring it to a 4.
Forward with the wonderful audience.
That will bring it to a 5. So he will mark potential.
Great.
And that will fill his potential track.
So you did get a question, but I'll give you one answer, and that is simply this OS, this phone doesn't exist. It exists, but you are connected to, in a lot of ways, every piece of technology, and this piece is completely disconnected from that. And
oh no. Okay, look, you're saying that I'm holding a piece of technology that absolutely should not exist. And I just tried to assess the situation. I didn't roll my powers, and it filled up my potential track. It feels like it's fated. One of the options for my advancement is mutate further and reveal another 2 new abilities chosen from any playbook.
beautiful.
Oh,
So
that
as
is terrible.
As you touch this piece of technology from not this time, what do you think happens? Or do you want us to cut back and we'll come back?
So here's what you see before it cuts away.
Perfect.
Is Sam usually, when he's not around people, has these half diamond shaped eyes, and he can change the shape of the eyes depending on what emotion he's trying to show, since he has no facial features. The pupils inside them are square and gently kind of turn beneath the glass of his eyes. In this moment, they fill the entire eye so that it's all the color his pupil was, and the eyes cut off.
When it cut back, Fantasia, you're gonna roll to take a powerful blow. So do you have any conditions right now?
I do not know.
Okay, so it's just 2d6, no modifier. Because the forward...
It's just 2d6 for a powerful blow. No,
Just
it's
2d6
fine.
Lower is better. Perfect.
Okay, okay. There
So
we go.
first of all, you mark a potential.
Okay. Oh, that fills my
Because-
bar.
Amazing. So you can choose one of those options. If it's going to be relevant right now, let us know. Otherwise, we'll just keep going. Fantasia, you can tell me, but essentially what is happening is this door, we'll just say, is going to like throw you off into the opposite side with like a massive amount of force. So how do you resist being like thrown across this room and slamming into the stone in a way that would like, break a normal person's back instantly?
She's still going to slam into the wall, but she is trying to lower her. I did not succeed in science class. Velocity.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. She's just like the panel is just her, just kind of like spurting out like a very wide flat pancake.
Yeah. So we
Just
just
as much wind resistance.
see just like a sheet of wallpaper, Fantasia, just up against the wall.
I'm
But
fine.
for what you saw, Leah, there was a massive flash of light, and that light coalesced in the handprint and shot Fantasia away.
I don't think to do that.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I, like run over and like incredibly worried.
Gonna roll off the wall like a little roll of paper.
I think she just like punches the handprint and then she just walks away.
Like with your full strength?
Yeah.
Nothing happens to it.
Good.
And as you start walking away, your phone rings.
As it gives you hell again?
It sure is.
Great.
Oh, we triggered an alarm.
I'll take this real quick. Yeah.
And remind me, this is your mother or your father is giving you help?
Mom.
Great. Where are you?
In the sequel. I like actually stiffen up and straighten up. I'm in the sanctuary.
Is there anyone else with you?
Yeah, no, I mean, you remember I told you about the superhero team, and one of my friends is down here with me, and I found a secret staircase back behind a crawl space.
Okay. You are coming home soon, because we are still going to have that talk. So we'll have 2 talks. We're having steak for dinner.
I
Night.
didn't know about the crawl space, but
She just there. You. Oh my god.
I should probably
You know she's
get
mad now.
going soon.
Okay.
I like try to stiffen up and seem, or try to relax and seem just unconcerned. Yeah, no, I guess I need to go soon.
You in trouble?
Nah, you know how parents are, right? It's the same old, probably just need to go do dishes or something. Nothing to worry about.
Do dishes.
Yeah, like, for like eating. We're having steak, so I should go get that prepped.
Why would your mom have you do dishes if you're
doing chores it helps, help make sure that the powers don't go to your head. I'm gonna, if you need to stay here or anything, you're fine. Let's not go back in this stairwell until I figure out what's the deal with it. Like, you were good enough to take that, but I don't want anyone to get hurt down here.
It was very fun. It didn't really like hurt, but I could do without doing
Yeah, no, I'd feel a lot better if that didn't happen. Thank you for coming down here with me though, but and like I
This is
start
cool.
straightening up and like cleaning up my clothes a little bit and looking less messy. But I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I just like run up or fly upstairs.
She just leaves me in the basement.
I mean, you can come with, but
like,
like
I'm coming, but like, just like,
Yeah.
this is pretty cool.
As you're coming out of the basement, Ethan, are you in a situation where you might follow your friends or just check in with you?
Are we really gonna call them friends? I mean, nobody checked on me.
Yeah.
They said, "Oh, time to go home." To hell with this guy.
nobody checked on you.
Yeah.
That's factually inaccurate, but anyway.
No. So he, at this point, he's coming to, and now he's alone in a dark place. So that's fun. So he finally starts to calm down, and then like looks around and realizes he can't see anything. Thinks he's blind. Looks at his hand, can see it like barely moving in front of him. So he's like, okay, so I'm not blind. I'm just in total darkness. And then he is going to put his hand out and try and touch something. And whatever he touches, he's going to send a shockwave out to kind of get an idea of like where there's an opening and then just head in that direction.
Great. So I'm going to say that while you do that, you also hear like Leah and Fantasia like just coming up the stairs. So you can like hear friends behind. So
Like coming
in this
towards
moment,
me?
yeah.
Okay.
In this moment, I need you to all tell me how you resist being crushed as the tunnel falls back in on itself. Because this was a temporary tunnel, and we just had vibrations go through it. So, who wants to go first?
Now, would I be caught in this? Because when they
this
opened
whole
that thing up,
tunnel
I
is
never went through. Oh, the whole thing.
Yes, the whole tunnel was widened, so the whole tunnel is collapsing right now.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
So as it starts,
So you here's what you feel, Seismic. You like
Mhm.
steady yourself and like slowly like baby deer shaky legs stand up, and you send out this feeling, and you can like feel this tunnel, and you can feel this weird cylindrical chamber, and all of a sudden you like feel like the air, and you realize that, and then like all of this, the tunnel's collapsing.
Guys, move faster, move faster. This whole thing's collapsing.
So are you just gonna run for it?
No, I'm not gonna leave them.
Okay.
I'm waiting for them.
Leah.
You're such bad friends.
I have super speed. You're
Yeah.
fine.
Are you just gonna?
I'm gonna grab
You guys
them
can
and just
bullet past me.
I'm
Okay.
gonna bullet with those two out. Do I have to roll to unleash my powers?
I was gonna say just getting yourself out, no, but trying to grab two individuals and get out in time, yes, that's gonna be an unleash your power.
Dice, I know you don't like me. I don't like you. However, tonight we need to be cool for one reason, one time. Let's be friends. All right. I can work with this. Do I have any plus or any forwards right now?
We haven't been updating them. I know. We have. Okay, so you have. This is your last forward from the audience.
And then I will use it. Can I use a team here?
You can use it selfishly.
I'm not gonna disagree with that. I'm not gonna complain.
I wouldn't find that selfish in this
So
instance.
that will shift your labels one. So one will go up. So you can bump your superior up right now, but one other has to go down.
Okay. I will bump up superior and down mundane because I feel not normal right now.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Then I grab them, get them out of here.
Okay. As just with enough time that all you feel is like some pieces of rubble on your shoes. First, Giga, you see the three of them super speeding out of the room, and hey, what does the rest of the group see JB.
It's like it's freaking divine providence. So they rush back into the room, and the tunnel collapses behind them, and dust and smoke billow out into the room with us. And you see that all of the lights are freaking out, and the jukebox is playing the music, but it's stuttery
Full
and
horror movie.
breaking. That and Gigaflop is standing with his back against the jukebox, looking down at this cell phone, but he is made head to toe completely out of stone.
Ethan.
Then the lights cut off. Whole place is dark.
Not just the lights, like
Ethan breaks free
everything.
and just sprints towards him. Hopefully there's nothing in the middle of the floor, or it was a straight shot to him. If
Honestly,
not, he is hitting
honestly,
something.
We've done enough. You get to Sam. I would normally be like, let's roll for it, but I want the drama, but like at this point, there has to be some things have to not require a roll. So you get to Sam.
All right, he gets to him, and like everything is just pure stone. It's not like the plates have changed. Everything is stone to him.
He's the exact same shape, size. He is just completely made of rock.
Okay. He is going to like, oh my God, he is terrified to even do this. He is, first he's gonna knock on it, on the stone, and then just start just yelling Sam. He's gonna just kind of touch around to see if there's anything that doesn't feel like stone. And then at this point, he's going to, if it's all just stone and there's no response whatsoever, he is going to just take his pinky and he's gonna put it against like the edge of one of his fingers, and he's gonna just like try and send the smallest vibration he can, just to see if it's just full stone.
Okay.
And he's like, his hand is shaking. He is terrified.
Yeah, JB.
Can I do a unilateral thing with this for a second?
Hey, narrate. I'm excited.
Okay. You send this tiny little shockwave through, and it's like something wants to pull the power straight out of your body. Can you unleash your power, please, Bees?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Now, is this like, it's just kind of like beckoning, like, I need more power thing, or is this like a like forceful siphoning?
A forceful siphoning.
Oh,
like you stuck your finger into the on vacuum cleaner.
Gotcha. All right. That is boxcars, baby.
Yes.
And with that, unleash my power. What is? Actually,
freak.
hold on. What is that's freak?
Freak.
So then that would be a 13, which is actually an 11 because I'm hopeless.
Okay. That's as good as you can get. This is a full success.
Okay. So I guess at this point you would probably see Legionnaire and Fantasia are floating there with the light of the phone is the only light that's on, right?
Mm.
And there's this gigantic shockwave. You hear it. You see like Ethan just throwing all his power at Gigaflop, but it does not do anything to the room around you. And just a second later, Ethan, the stone just kind of flakes off. And Gigaflop's eyes power back on. The phone that's in his hand, he like holds it with his thumb and puts it against his chest. And he just looks at you like, what happened?
Real quick, can there please? There's like the Dell startup noise, like duh.
It has to be like a boo-doo boo-doo.
Yeah.
His eyes cut on. Those cute little like Japanese sounds.
Yes,
Boo-doo.
perfect. I'll take that.
Okay, so with me rolling what I did, was it successful with the siphoning, or did I resist?
If you had not rolled well, it would have done a powerful blow to you. You rolled
Gotcha.
well. You gave way plenty of energy to
So
cut
at
Gigaflop
a
back
point
on.
Yeah.
I noticed
You
that
you
the
re-jumped the
power
car.
was helping. All right,
Yeah.
so then yeah,
It was
so I
gonna
would've
hurt
just
you if
jumped
you
it.
didn't really put some sauce into it, and
Right.
Okay,
you threw
Yeah.
it.
okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to, because
No, you're
I
good.
was trying to understand how like
Yeah.
he would have dumped everything in there, but so he was trying a little bit, and it started to like put pain in that finger. So
Yeah.
then he put a little more and noticed it starting to lighten up. So
Yeah.
then he just dumped as much as he could in there.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it didn't seem to
Um,
hurt anything
Yeah.
around.
So I guess the only question is like, how much are we talking? Enough to drop a building, or
As much as you can give.
then yeah, okay, that's pretty much all I needed.
That's a
So
lot. So
yeah, so Sam would have been like, what happened? And Ethan would have been like, don't worry, guy. It's just a reboot. And he just starts to like fall back because he's dumped all of his energy
Yeah.
out.
Just like
yeah.
real, like just like struggling to stay awake kind of levels.
Leah, you're super fast. Can you catch Ethan?
Yeah, I was about to say, because I'm like, there's no stopping me, so I'm going straight back.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, can it be that cool moment where you slide on like? Oh, I'm picturing it.
Yeah, no, slide, and if like, are you falling just straight backwards?
Yeah, because he was sitting there, he was dumping it all in
Yeah,
there.
I would probably
and then
like
once he came
slide
up,
and
he was
scoop
like-
you up bridal style. Just like hold you like got you.
And he's asleep.
What was any of that?
Gigaflop kind of steps on the crunchy bits of like gravel at his feet. I'm not. He's like turning with his arms tucked in. He's not sure what to touch or do. I don't.
Is that from today when they did the test stuff on you?
He hides the phone surreptitiously back in that pouch, pretty afraid of it at this point.
I'm gonna say the only person that might see that is
They both see it. He just does
okay.
it. Yeah.
Well, okay, cool. You got it. Love it.
What happened?
I think my powers changed.
Huh.
He touches the jukebox again and cuts the lights back on. I'm sorry about that.
No, are you okay?
I don't know.
Maybe we should pack it in
What
tonight and get
happened
some
to your
rest?
tunnel?
Oh, I mean, I tried to dig that out with the shield earlier, so that might have had something to do with it. Didn't really care about structural integrity too much. What happened to Ethan? Like, what did you do? Not you, but what?
Well, I think I ran out of energy. I don't know.
You're like a battery now? Is Ethan a battery?
Ethan's a cosmic jackhammer. That's a lot of energy. I don't know.
I lay him in the hospital beds. I remember I just kind of have.
And Gigaflop will over and touch the like monitoring stuff that's hooked up with the hospital bed. And when he does, you see that his finger turns into the same exact kind of plastic. And he freaks out and pulls his hand away. And it's still that plastic. He shakes it. And it goes back to its mouse pad-like quality. And as he's panicking and kind of freaking out, the stone that he's standing on is ascending up his feet. And he tries to pull his feet away, and the stone seems to be stuck on it. This is frightening.
I like manifest my shield. I'm like, touch this for a second. I want to see something.
I touch it.
You see it's like golden metal, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
Is it actually metal or is it like energy? Like, is it a
it's
physical shield?
Yeah, it is a physical shield.
Cool.
Yeah. Then you see gold metallic start to spread.
What about me? What about me? Do me.
I feel as though I would throw up, and I reach up, but I can't. It's fine.
I don't think anything happens if you boop Fantasia. If I'm understanding where you're going with this.
Yeah, like what? Because I don't know what shit I'm made of. So like,
So,
does he turn into weird shit too? I don't know.
but that's up to you, JB. Does anything happen when you touch one?
I don't know. So, when interfacing with this technology from the far-flung future, Gigaflop mutated further and revealed 2 new abilities chosen from any playbook. I rolled randomly and picked one from the different playbooks, and I got energy absorption from the Janus and body transmutation from the Doomed.
Okay.
Ooh,
Nice.
very
So,
fun.
I would say it feels like just stuck your finger in a socket. Like there's like shock almost as you feel like energy, like the potential for energy just like flood in.
And I'm like, I could have a little sippy sip of that, but I don't. I hold it back. I fight it.
Makes sense. I eat energy, so makes sense. Also, shrimp chips.
I'm very glad that there's someone as strange as I am.
She's gonna like attempt to like make like a secret handshake with him, and just like chanting like weird buddies.
And it's that same like no details outline I talked about weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then the very next panels he's doing it too, like back at you.
I want you, Ellie, to roll to comfort and support someone.
Okay.
We'll push your mundane.
That's also my I roll freak and
Oh, that's right. Roll freak.
Well, no, okay. It's the best of them. When you comfort or support someone by telling them how they exemplify the best parts of Earth, then I roll freak.
Okay. Yeah, so just roll your mundane. That's right.
Okay. Rolling my mundane, and that's a 0. Okay. 5.
Okay.
I was wondering who the fuck Dallas Dice Roller was, but that's me. I never changed my name. It's like, who's Dallas?
Well, take a potential, but we're not gonna get a mechanical nice moment. It's just a very nice moment.
It feels like a hollow victory, but we still learn
like
our super secret weird person handshake.
There we go.
But like as you're doing that, like the stone is still coming up and up as like you're tapping on the ground, like still like everything's bad, kind of weird.
I don't want to necessarily leave this situation, but my folks did call me. You all can hang out as you need to, but I should get going. I'm like, I just check a watch real quick, and I start floating away slowly, just in case anyone has anything left to say.
Okay, bye. We'll make sure it doesn't collapse.
Please don't. You've only been here for one day. Give it a week before you break the whole thing.
I technically wasn't involved in any of that. Bye.
There's gravel on my floor, and then I fly away.
And then
I'm immediately going to turn to Gig and say, well, she said I couldn't go down in there, but she didn't say that you couldn't go down to the secret room.
And Giga flops on his hands and knees with a little broom and a little dustpan, sweeping up the gravel, and then throwing it into the giant, gaping, collapsed hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Just tidying up. So maybe and this is strange, but what if you said you can digest energy, Fantasia? I cannot hear you.
Couldn't hear you.
Yeah, sunlight or
Uh,
electricity.
oh, you can do electric. Can you make it?
No.
Unfortunate. Well, okay, this feels weird. Gigaflop walks over to Ethan and puts a hand on his chest and is like, maybe I can give him just a little bump of what he gave me back. And he'll try to give a little bit of that energy that he absorbed. Wink,
Please just roll to unleash your powers. I'm very, very excited.
wink. Perfect best friends, I'm telling you.
And Ethan catches
16.
fire.
Oh.
16?
If I have a +1 forward, I'm assuming I do.
Yeah, just boo. It's just like the perfect shock back up.
Yeah.
Honestly, Ethan, you feel like physically great.
Gigaflop is flexing. I did it.
I'm gonna, as like this happens, I'm just gonna, just kind of like in the background, like doing my handshake, but one person, just
Yeah.
weird buddies, weird buddies.
Also, at this point, Giga, you get a notification from whatever you would put your landlord as saying, "Hey, it's getting late. Are you two going to be home for dinner?"
So Gigaflop staring down. Ethan was like, "Are you hungry?"
Yeah, I'm starving.
Well, we are late to get home.
Oh no. Okay. Are you gonna be okay, Fantasia?
Fine, I can
Are
order
you
pizza.
hungry?
Yeah,
Yes.
you can come. Come on.
Yeah, she'll go. She's absolutely, she's thrilled to go. Thrilled.
Terrific. So, as the three of you make your way through the city, we will cut over. So, Leo, how, are you gonna come in just at the front door? What's the entrance strategy here?
I think you get to see a version of Leah you don't see that the camera gets to see, but no one else does. In which there's a small bug out bag of proper clothes to wear. That it's just at a nearby bush on the way in that she hastily changes into as she's sort of moving. Shoes of course stay the same Doc Martens, but everything else, it's a lot more prim and proper. It's essentially a school uniform in terms of style, and it's definitely not cut in a femme way either, which she's not a big fan of, but she's all right.
Aggressively presentable.
Yeah. She just knocks on the front door before slightly opening it and leaning in. Hey, I'm home.
And you see, first and foremost, your mother kind of looks has been clearly just watching the door. So glad you could finally join us. And then you look past and you see your father. And then you see 6, 7 more members of your legacy, family members, just all standing, all of them looking concerned, some varying degrees of upset, concerned, nervous, and even frightened. And that's where we're going to end this episode of the UnRemarkables. Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you did, you're gonna want to see these beautiful faces again on the internet. So we gotta find out where they are. So we're going to go in the backwards way, I've decided, from what we started. So the wonderful Fantasia, please, where can we find you all over the internet?
Yeah, so today we just had my partner's debut live stream where we were playing a Feywild Western campaign where I literally play just Dolly Parton but a centaur. Her name's Dolly Llama. um, yeah, just it's really fun, gorgeous cast. We're all in costume, so go check that out. That's on twitch.tv, Robert G. Reeve. There'll also be YouTube. And I am also in Feyforge Academy, where I play Ariadne. Our episode just released yesterday. It was fucking phenomenal. The best episode of this podcast. I have played it myself. So go check that out. Great show. And that is it for me. I'm on Adelaide on everywhere and Twitter. So
Amazing. Thank you very much. Next up, the wonderful Gigaflop.
Hi, everyone. My name is JB. Most of you know me as Drop the Die on Twitter, Facebook, and everywhere. You can also, if you like coffee and want to try Found Familiar, use Drop the Die at checkout, save yourself some money. Or Easy Roller Dice, or Die Hard Dice, or Friday Tea. Just try it wherever you want to go. I do mainly D&D 5e production, and I have several books coming out in the next couple of months that I have contributed to or am a member of the development team for. And be sure to follow me on Twitter if that kind of stuff is up your alley. If not, you can check out my entire portfolio along with about 4 years of articles on my website, dropthedie.com.
All great stuff. Thank you so much, JB. Next up, the shaken up Seismic.
Hello, everyone. I'm Big Bees. Still dying. You can catch me on my channel, Big_Bees. I'm changing my schedule because with school back in session for me, starting a new semester, my morning streams aren't working out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing some evening streams, which is good because that means more spooky, more terror, more fantastic goodness to stop my heart. Follow me on Twitter at BigBees_, where I will hopefully be more active if I'm not dying and just breathing heavy in bed with a terrible fever. Also in a few weeks, because the Iron Edda Kickstarter was successfully funded. So in a few weeks, we will be starting the game The Bubble on the One Shot Network. So definitely check that out. And come back to this channel Mondays to see me and the wonderful creator of this channel, Ty. We will be doing the T&B's Power Hour. And that's right. Coming up soon. Sorry, my last thing.
No, I know.
I'm right here. So close to finishing my Pokemon one shot. So that will be finishing up soon. And once a month on Thursdays, I'm here for the Monster Hearts game. Yeah.
Whew,
And I think
amazing.
that's it. I don't think I'm forgetting it.
Thrilling. And last but certainly not least, the wonderful Legionnaire.
Hi, I'm Dare. If you like to see me be a disaster and struggle through anything, you can check me out on Twitter and TikTok at NBDare. That is ENBYDARE. I've currently revealed that I do have a secret Southern accent that I do not talk about, so it's been really fun. Besides that, you can find me on the interwebs in a million places. I'm currently on Transplanar RPG on Tuesdays, part of the Hounds of Mercy miniseries. It's been delightful. This most recent episode that just passed was our most rancid yet. So, content warning for just a lot of horny ass jokes, but it was a good time. I am also a dice affiliate with Die Hard Dice. So if you happen to like Die Hard, I've been enjoying their glow in the dark dice. I'd recommend going to dieharddice.com and using the promo code DARE for 10% off. And if you happen to like coffee from queer-owned Black businesses, I'd recommend going to check out my friends at grindingcoffee.co and using the promo code FOREST for 10% off. I also write games and stuff, so check me out at nbdare.itch.io. It's pretty chill. That's everything for me this week. I have fun stuff coming, though.
I cannot wait to hear about it. Super exciting. Well, I am Robbie Rolling, and I have been your GM. You can find me as such on my Twitch and Twitter, but honestly, if you want to see more of me, just stay here, because Twitter gives me stress headaches. So, if you want to see more Roll for Chaos content, we have Monday, the Teen Beast Power Hour, like we just mentioned. We have every Tuesday, also at 8 p.m. CST, 6 p.m. PST. The Roll for Charisma, our now fun like reaction show / talk show with lots of folks from the TTRPG community. We have a chill day on Wednesday. Go take care of yourselves. Check out some of these other folks' wonderful content, because it really is, I'm telling y'all. Thursdays, we have Dreams of Silver and Stone, which you can see me in on every Thursday night at 6 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. CST. Yeah, I lost the confidence in that just for a second. And then every Friday, we have the Sparrows, our space pirates who almost lost their ship to a flying metal space kraken. So if that doesn't pique your interest, I literally don't know how to help you. And of course, come back here every Saturday for more Unremarkables as we get a hint of the home lives and dramas of all of our friends. This was a lot less narratively chill of an episode than I intended and expected it to be, but I had fun. I hope y'all did. Thank you all so much for coming and joining us, whether you were here every second or came in late. Hope you had a great time. If you want to see more of us, join our Discord, subscribe to our YouTube. You can check out the VODs here. Be happy to have you. And just stay wonderful. You matter. Have a wonderful rest of your day. All right. So
10 minutes.
10 minutes.